It's probably a warning not to go in the mines, but I think I want to check out the mines anyway.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
We can always go back if we die.
The climb continues. We're not going back unless we die.
Yeah.
But the only way we can die is by doing something usually either really stupid or unexpected. Because my combat's okay. Well, it might not be. We'll see. Climb continues for the next hill for several hours until you're not far from the top. Then the faint sound of bustling activity reaches you. Trampling feet, grunting voices, and the clanking of metal against rock. There is something ahead, hidden by the ancient trees that line these slopes.
I got the shadow of the microphone on my head.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit weird. Now, fuck it. Yeah, let's follow the activity and see what's going on.
You leave the path and continue through the woods. A short distance onwards, you hide behind a tree and survey a clearing. A number of goblins are in the clearing, working at the mouth of an open cave. They trudge in and out of the opening, carrying large bowls in their arms, piled up with glistening rocks and dull metallic nuggets. What are you going to do?
I don't know if this is going to help me get a crown. Sort of messing around with goblins and trying to get, like...
unrefined metal.
I'm going to leave them to it.
Okay.
I'm not going to get involved.
Interesting. Perhaps the goblins are making ready for war? Even they are afraid of the power the Archmage will wield now that he has the crown. But it is of no use to you. You are not here to raid goblin mines for yourself.
Exactly.
You cannot risk the future of Anal Land for trinkets.
No.
So instead, you step around the clearing and walk down the far side.
I don't want
to
to take on an army of goblins for, like, just a bit of treasure.
Boink. A bridge.
By a bridge. Troll. Calling it. Troll.
You follow a path that leads sharply downhill into a narrow valley in which a stream runs. There's no path along the bank, but there is a bridge. Cross, inspect the ropes and plates.
So it's a rope bridge, is it? Oh, great. Okay, it's inspect.
You test the ropes. They seem to be firm. If this is a trap, it's not one that will dump you into the stream, but you could always struggle through the vegetation on the bank and try to find a fording point.
Let's use the bridge. Why not?
Moving slowly and with one hand on your sword hilt, expecting the boards to give way at any moment, you inch across. The bridge holds, and you reach the other bank quite safely.
Okay, well, no problem then. That was
there you go, it went well. There were no problems, and the actual trap was thinking the bridge was a trap.
Oh!
The path climbs again up a low hill, tangled over with thick bushes and shrubs that snag at your clothing. Halfway up, you hear a sound. Twigs breaking.
Oh my god! Right. Should I just stop? Yeah, freeze.
You freeze as a large creature the size of a bear emerges directly in front of you. It has black and white fur and a long bushy tail.
What are you doing,
It
buddy?
growls menacingly.
It's terrifying. Oh my god!
Prepare to attack or try to edge around it.
Try to edge around it. Prepare to attack.
Okay, you sure you don't want to edge? Okay.
Well,
you will not be able to avoid a confrontation. The creature is a skunk bear, and when it raises its tail, it releases a nauseating odour.
No, a skunk bear.
The smell that hangs around it is terrible.
That is genius. A skunk bear. Why have I not seen that in like anything before?
Skunk bear.
It's got the the size of the bear. It's got the claws, the fury, the scary presence. But also, it's got a large bushy tail and it can just squirt you with its anal glands.
That's right. It's a native of Anal Land, obviously. That's where it comes from. Would you like to do what? Would you like to do fight or cast
Why have
a
they all
spell?
got? They've all got very human-looking eyes.
They have, haven't they? Yeah.
I remember the bats. They look weird. Cast a spell.
Okay, boink. Let's look up and see what our options are.
That mind control-y, intelligence, non-intelligent creatures. I reckon I could give that a whirl. Law, wasn't it?
Let's do it.
Let's try law.
Bam! You cast a spell and hold your hands in the air. You command the creature to stay where it is.
Stay there!
It is not happy. It bellows and snarls at you, but it does not move, and you are able to step easily around it.
Ha-ha!
The path leads down through another valley and then back up another hill.
That was good. That was good.
2 hours pass. There you go.
That was a good call, I think, doing that.
That was good. That saved you having to fight the thing and get maybe, poisoned or stinky all over you.
But that meant you didn't get to do your fighting, and you like fighting.
Well, no, I don't really.
No,
I only fight if I have to.
You're a fighter, not a lover.
That's the other way round.
Oh.
The sun is now past the zenith, and everywhere a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided, but then you see a small village set into the hill.
Yeah, I can see it on the map. It's right there. Let's go look at the village.
Okay. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs. There is, unusually, more than one street running through the centre of town, but it is as though this place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty, abandoned houses.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Right, you've got two options. Enter the village or avoid the village. What do you feel?
We got to investigate. Enter the village.
Okay.
It might be something nasty in there that's killed everyone, but...
You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. You nod back respectfully.
I'm nodding.
What would you like to do?
Look at the people. They're staring at me. I may as well just stare back at them.
Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads.
Oh, like a beehive.
These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town here on the knife edge of the background.
That's offensive. Ghastly poor.
Yeah, that's sad. They're very poor. Now, there's an ale house or an inn. What do you fancy?
Let's check out the ale house.
Okay.
Balls to it.
Well,
Let's have a beer.
Here we go. Lovely. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open. The smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution.
Hello, poor hill dwellers. How do these?
An evening's rest and a drink to wet my throat, you reply. Ale is 1 gold piece.
Very reasonable.
Please sit. Now, would you like to sit with the oldest man or the youngest man?
The oldest man. The wise old man. Oldman.
You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles, and his skin is the colour of tanned hide from a lifetime of the beating sun.
Greetings, old man!
He raises his mug in salute. You can do his voice.
Stranger.
His voice is gravelly, like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of his town.
Where are you from? I come from Anal Land.
He nods.
Not as many cross through the Canterbury Gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. Is that rude? Is this...
No, I don't think that's rude.
Anal Land must be kept safe.
Wow.
From the likes of us too. They say there is a war coming. Something to do with a crown. I seek that crown.
Oh my god.
I am on a quest. I seek the crown. Old man, do you know where the crown is? Well, from what I hear, you got a long journey to find it. I hear the birdmen took it all the way to Mampang. You're very well informed, old man.
The man shrugs.
I would be, if I knew where in the Backlands Mampang was, but I don't know very much outside my own town's hilltop.
You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite.
Talk to the old man.
So you can talk to the young man.
Talk to the young man.
Ask the old man about the area or leave the inn.
I think the old man's told me pretty much everything he knows. He doesn't know where I've got to go, so fuck him.
You thank the old man for the conversation and catch the young man's eye. He moves over to be right beside you, close enough to whisper in your ear, but you don't quite catch what he says.
Would you like to come back to my place? Repeat that.
The man giggles to himself unexpectedly, leaning in again, so close you can smell the fumes on his breath. He declares,
Snotty cats!
Then Then he collapses in a fit of giggles. Whatever the joke is, you cannot see it.
What do you mean?
The man nods twice, then drinks deeply from his beer to wet his throat. Or perhaps not, because as he puts the mug down once more, he says nothing, just fidgets with his fingers and occasionally grins in your direction.
Ask one of the other dwellers about this man. I think he might be a simple. He might be touched.
You catch a woman's arm nearby.
Every village has one! Doesn't mean we're all like that! Good stop we are!
And she flutters her eyelids. You get back to your feet. The young man giggles to himself, but does not attempt to stop you. So you met a crazy young man and a nice old man.
Yeah.
You make to leave the inn, but the owner stops you, holding out his hand.
Oh yeah, give him a gold.
You pay him his gold piece and step out into the street. You look this way and that, trying to decide what to do next, when you realise the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hand.
Bomber,
He declares through fermented breath.
I grow them myself. Good for the stomach.
He pats your belly and walks away, swaying
Pats
slightly.
my belly.
That's right.
That's a bit familiar, isn't it?
There you go. It's a thick, rinded fruit that keeps well
Ooh.
and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. Its only drawback is its incredible weight. Well, that's a generous
How
gift.
fucking heavy can it be? It's a fruit.
A fruit.
Oh God! Ah! I can't carry this small fruit. I mean, it can't be that heavy.
Maybe
can
it's
it?
like a pineapple.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe it's like a melon, like a big
Yeah.
fucking.
A big bomber fruit. It's called a bomber fruit. Must be huge.
Maybe it's a bomb.
What are you gonna do? Find an inn or sleep outside?
Let's go in the inn.
Okay, let's do it.
It might cost a bit more gold, but it might be worth it.
You stop a passerby and ask for an inn. They lead you there directly. The woman who runs the place stands at the door with her arms folded.
Are you from the king?
She demands.
I am on a mission for the king. Fuck it, yeah, let's tell the truth.
Okay.
Taxes?
She replies quickly.
No.
The woman narrows her eyes at you.
This is a guest house! Our bastard Kristatanti! Only can stay! And any guest of mine knows it cost me 3 gold pieces to host a man overnight and 2 to feed him! But it's all between friends!
Wow, that seems very expensive, doesn't it?
It is a brothel, Lewis.
Oh.
If you read between the lines. Jesus. I'll go elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
She shrugs, not appearing to be too upset by your decision. You creep off to the edge of the village. I guess we got to go back out the back.
Yeah, let's camp out there. Let's just
Okay.
make a nice camp.
I'm sure this will be fine.
Sleep under the stars.
The cover of the forest is dark, and the ground is thick with fallen branches, mud, and briar. You walk for nearly an hour more,
God, I must be knackered.
and then you pass a large tree atop a great fist of curling roots. It's a perfect spot to sleep.
Let's have a grilled cheese sandwich and some tomato soup.
Gratefully, you open your pack and pull out some of your provisions. You feel much better and more ready for the long watch of the night. You settle down to sleep. It will not be an uninterrupted night out here under the stars, but you feel a little better.
Surrounded by beasts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your dreams are vivid once again. Walking endlessly the hills, moving up and down. Meanwhile, a tall black creature strides towards you, wreathed in a foul-smelling smoke. And in the distance, a deep voice is booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown.
Oh my God.
And with the other,
it's like Sauron.
he beckons you forward, as if into a trap.
No, but I must. I need a crown, but I can't. But I must, but I shouldn't. But I need to, but I don't want to. Oh my God, what do I do?
Oh my God. Well, there you go. You've woken up in the morning.
Oh, what a lovely day it is. And I'm getting a bit more used to it. Look, my stamina's got up a bit.
Yeah, it has. You wake early and sit for a moment in no great hurry to leave this place where you have lingered so long. This is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong for so much walking. Kristatanti is surrounded by several miles of fields, sits in a well-protected ring of hills, and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings. The left heads directly off into deep woodland.
Oh.
Right, now if we look at the larger map.
Do I want to go in those woods? Where have I got to head to?
You've got to head up to the top there, Kare.
Oh, okay.
That's where you're going. It looks like there's a bit of a mountain range and a river that's going to get in your way.
What's that in the forest? There's a little hut or something in the forest.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go in the forest.
You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he will pay you and feed you for it.
I would love to do some digging.